Hey, Toastmasters, new and old. It's wonderful to see you, and we're going to talk about our favorite topic, and that's table topics. Now, table topics is as if you have gone to a dinner, a party, an event, and somebody tells you or asks you a question that you're either an expert on, or you have some information about, or you have no clue whatsoever. And that's what we're practicing. We're practicing for those moments. Now, table topics. When you are asked the question, you have 60 seconds minimum, and a green sign will go up from your timer to 2 minutes, usually with a grace of 15 seconds. So 2 minutes, 15 seconds, and the red will come on at 2 minutes. So you make sure that you finish up at that time. Here's the thing. With table topics, just like at a dinner, you might be an expert and be able to prattle on. You might not have a clue, but you're expected to say something. So let's practice. The theme of the day is cornucopia. Behind me is a cornucopia. So I have an idea before the meeting starts that I should be thinking about cornucopia. That helps with table topics, to have an idea of what the theme is. You might have a hint. So, table topics master poses a question in general, usually without naming a name. And let's say the question is, look at the cornucopia. Think about the cornucopia. What is your favorite item that is often found in a cornucopia, and why? Kyle. Thank you, Madam Table Topics. I say this to waste a little bit of time and collect my thoughts. Thank you, Madam Table Topics. Well, the cornucopia is beautiful, isn't it? However, my favorite item, and that's what you asked about, is that little tiny pumpkin, the little guy that's right there. You see that? Now, I love it not because it's delicious. It isn't. I love it because it's fabulous ammunition. Yes, you heard right. I have been to pumpkin mazes and different corn mazes where there are little pumpkins sold per pumpkin, and you can stuff them into a cannon and shoot them at a bunch of junk, well, a cornucopia of junk, as it were, and have a wonderful time. It's usually for charity, so it's all these good things. Now, I took my little grandson and thought, well, he could stuff a baby pumpkin in the cannon and shoot it at an old car and an old tire that was out there. Well, I nearly elbowed him out of the way like other parents and grandparents were doing, because this was so much fun. I ended up spending almost $40 in baby pumpkins to stuff into the cannon for our holiday celebration and enjoying this event with the little baby pumpkins. Most fun ever. So I want you to think about that as an idea to do maybe a pumpkin toss. But gosh, the cannon thing was fabulous. And thank you for reminding me. Yes, the cornucopia is wonderful. My favorite item is that baby pumpkin, because it's not to eat, it's for ammo. Thank you, Madam Table Topics. See? Simple. I did have an idea about that. I did have an idea of what to say about a cornucopia. Now, what happens if I don't have an idea of what to say? I'm going to change my background, and I'm going to give you something else. Actually, I'm going to give me something else. Okay. Same situation. It's table topics time. The question is, this is a car engine. Kyle, how does the item Number 10, reflect to the other items. I don't have a clue. So rather than say pass, never pass, I am going to go forward and fib. It's going to go like this. Well, thank you so much for asking, Mr. Table Topics. Item 10 is the specific thing we're looking at. Well, everybody knows that is a hootie flicker. Now, the hootie flicker is imperative to make number 9, which is, of course, the thingamajig. Now, the thingamajig and the hootie flicker need to go together so that the whole gizmo, the whatchamacallit, all works at the same time, puffing and spinning and doing all of the other wonderful things that engines do privately when you have the hood down. Because if you have the hood up, nothing happens, right? We all know that the hood needs to be closed. So the secret, like number 14 is a secretive little doobie jobber. I mean, you got to have all these whatchamacallits, thingamajigs, hootie flickers, and dealy bobs all working in a concurrent kind of idea, and to make the engine move ahead and go so that eventually you can put gas in it, which is the most important part, of course. And now that we don't even have keys in cars, you just push that button, and from 1 to 15, all of these gizmos just work like clockwork. I am so excited to share my expertise on engine repair. So if you need me, just call me. Call me. You know where I am. That's right. I'm at Toastmasters NPS. Thank you for asking Mr. Table Topics. And that's how it's done. You don't, guys, you do not pass. Lie. Because the idea of Table Topics is simply to speak for 60 seconds to 2 minutes. Doesn't matter what you say, as long as you have a little story. So just make it up. Have a wonderful time. And perhaps the topic of the day was engines. You know, get your engine running or whatever. And just go ahead and give it a shot and keep talking and have a wonderful time. And that's how you have a successful Table Topics and some fun while you're doing it. Never let it get you down. Just keep talking for 2 minutes. Thank you for listening.